How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC, and today I'm going to do something I've never done before. So be patient with me. I'm a little nervous, but we're going to see how it goes. This is completely off the cuff, and I am going to be doing a video on knives from a maker that I am not on the best terms with right now. I've never really done this, and I'm trying something new given the current circumstances of the community. And I want to explain why I'm doing this, and then we're going to look at some absolutely beautiful knives from this maker, Primitive Bear Knives. So before we get into it, let me just preface with the fact that, like I said, I've never done this. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's something I want to get used to. And I recently had, I guess I'll call it an issue with this maker, and it didn't end in the worst way, but it definitely did not end in the best way at all. And me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Erica would have had a field day exposing the screenshots and exposing how I was treated. However, I'll be honest, guys, I'm gonna be 30 this year, and I now have 3 kids that I take care of, and I'm simply too exhausted, and I don't have the energy, nor do I want to continue, quite frankly, the bullshit in the community. I can't do it anymore. So I'm gonna try something different. We're gonna look at these knives because they deserve the recognition and the attention, and I would like to talk about them. And this is just something new that I am trying because there's a quote, hurt people hurt people. And it's a quote that makes so much sense. There can be really good people in this world, and when they feel hurt or stress or whatever, they can turn into someone that they're not and do things that are out of character. So I'm aware that this maker has been having some setbacks and some issues that he's made public. I'm not going to go into any detail. All I'm saying is it has been made public that this maker unfortunately lost the power to his shop. He has had some pretty severe setbacks. I can only imagine how stressful it is, and I'm going to put aside the way that I was treated to try to help this maker because I think that's what we need more of in the community. No, I am not trying to be savior of the day, white knight Erica that's not the point of this at all. This is to genuinely show some cool knives, and I truly from my heart hope that at the end of it, you at least go check out his website, which I will link in the description below. If there's something that you like there, please place an order. And if you don't really see anything that catches your eye, he does drops often. I'm aware of that. And the drops are fairly substantial in size and of variation. So I hope that you at least follow him on Instagram. That way you're updated about his drops, and maybe you can purchase something that catches your eye more when he does that. With that being said, I really hope that this goes well. Like I said, I am too old and too tired for all of the bullshit, and I'm just trying something new here, okay? So I'm gonna lower you guys down, that way you can kind of see the knives a little better, and we're going to talk about the different models that I have. I am missing one knife, which I will explain why in a moment. I'm missing one of them from my collection, and these are the ones that I have. The camera's like really crooked here. Hold on, bear with me, guys, please. Okay, so these are all of my knives from Primitive Bear Knives, aside from one. I am missing his Blackwater model, which he sent to me with these 2 knives here. And the Blackwater was in Jade G10 with the rock sculpturing and red Phillips head screws. Nothing against the craftsmanship or anything. Gorgeous knife. But you guys can see I'm a pretty masculine, tomboy, female. I actually hate jade. So the knife was gifted to me, and I am so grateful, but the jade just wasn't my jam, so it is actually en route currently to Josh from Knife Guy Mods. I'm gonna have him put something a little more me onto it in terms of handle scales, and it'll come back to me because I just couldn't do the jade G10. It's so girly. Again, the knife is beautiful, nothing against the craftsmanship, it's just not my color. And I have access to getting quick rehandles, so why not? Okay, enough of that. Let's talk about these guys. So we have 2 Hunter's EDCs here and 3 Edistos. These are Gen 1s, this is Gen 2. Let's look at the Hunter's EDC first, because essentially the Edisto is a slightly smaller version of the Hunter's EDC with a slightly different plate shape. So we'll first look at this one. This Hunter's EDC was a gift from Dual Sport EDC, I think it is, Zeb. This one I've had for quite some time. So this is in ADCRV2. For some reason it didn't get labeled, and I have no idea why, because all the rest are labeled with the steel, including the Blackwater that is going to get a change of clothes. Not sure why this one didn't get labeled with the plate steel, but I know it's ADCRV2. This one is in some beautiful micarta that I did end up putting some linseed oil on and then waxing. And I've had this one for a while. I have a test video with it, which I will try to remember to link below. But this is the Hunter's EDC where I took it on the bed of my truck, and I'm not kidding, hacked whole fish into pieces, and a lot of fish, on a truck bed, and it clean cut paper beforehand, and it clean cut paper after. This knife is very, very nice. This one I noticed actually is a little bit warped, and I don't know if the camera will pick that up. I noticed this as of recently that it was a little warped. I'm not sure if you'll catch that. It's not the grind, it's actually kind of bent, but no big deal. It does not affect the performance at all. It doesn't affect anything. I've had wonderful experiences with this knife. It has some beautiful natural micarta liners and Tiffany liners, and then that gorgeous micarta, nice and smooth. They're all covered in blade balm, guys, because I don't want them to rust in their sheaths. That's why they're all coated, but you can get the gist of the design and everything. So this knife performs extremely well. This is a nice handful of a knife. They all come with Kydex sheaths with soft loops. This is a really nice, slim, full-size knife. Definitely an outdoors knife. Definitely kind of thicker stock. Just a beater of a blade. Absolutely love this. The next one is a Hunter's EDC with the rock pattern scales in crew wear. This one has a little bit of a different grind. It's not a full flat. Nice dark wash on this one. Beautiful. I know that the Phillips screws are not for everyone. I totally get that. I think it looks kind of neat on this. It reminds me for some reason of like an off-roading wheel, almost like the lugs and the tread and everything. I don't know. It just kind of looks like an all-terrain vehicle for some reason. That's just what I think of. This one is really neat. This one's definitely in thinner stock. I think this is maybe 3/32, not sure. This is a little more like rough looking, not fit and finish wise, it's perfect, but see how smooth and elegant this one is? This one's a little more like beat me up daddy type deal. This one has some really nice orange liners, rock pattern, just a very cool, rugged looking knife. This one is substantially lighter than this one. Again, not sure why, but just crazy, crazy lightweight. This one's really nice. So there's that. Then we have the Edistos. I accidentally used to call them Edistos. I was putting a little twang on it, but it's Edisto, okay? These two are the originals, and then he made some slight modifications to the Gen 2, but let's look at the Gen 1. So the Gen 1s have, I guess, like a little more belly and not so much of a point. I almost feel like the Gen 2 has a little bit of that like clip point look without the swedge that the Hunter's EDC has. So the Gen 1, I don't think he's making these anymore, but really nice drop point. This one also has way larger dips in the rock pattern than the rest, so I don't know if that was like an early stage thing. They're just really wide divots, and then these are much more compact and random. I think I like this way better. It just feels better in the hand. It's not as sharp. This one, you can definitely really feel those divots. Nothing negative about them. I just think that this is a nicer, warmer grip. And then they also vary with the hardware. We have a different type of screw on this one, and that one, and that one. But then we get Phillips heads thrown in as well sometimes. So this one's really neat. This one, I've had a little bit of a finicky time with, which I made a video about, and I'm not totally sure what happened with it. But basically, it was replaced with this one, and this is really, really cool. I love the dark wash left on that part there. This one is definitely pretty light too. Just love the blade shape of this. Really utilitarian. And again, this kind of has that like off-road backwoods look to it. It's just kind of unique. Kind of reminds me of BGM knives. You know what I'm saying? That rock pattern and stuff, just a user. These knives make you want to use them. That's what I really like. And then this is the Edisto Gen 2. Nikki bought this for me. Thank you, my love. Very cool gift. I got this one quite a while ago. I have a ton of testing on this one. It has just blown competition out of the water in terms of performance. Like I said, I have videos just like basically trying to break this, and not in a disrespectful way, like pushing it to its limits. Came out unscathed. I tested this with some high hardness K390, some other cool knives. I have a whole video batoning the crap out of these, trying to break them. None of them broke. It was extremely impressive, actually. I think his crew wear is hanging around 63 HRC. Love that. This one is just, you know, absolutely stunning. We've got those under the bridge scales with the segmented butterscotch. We've got some white. We've got some orange action. Some of it's G10, I think. Yeah, some of it's micarta. This is the micarta. Just another beautiful knife that makes you want to use it. And that flows into a point that I wanted to make very specifically in this video. This is the problem. You know what? I want to look at you guys when I'm talking to you about this, because it's a good point. This is the problem with people using their knives. This is part of the problem. If it's too pretty, people don't want to use it. Understandable, makes sense. So if you make a product that is not like gorgeous and elegant and like untouchable, people are more likely to use it. But what I've noticed is some makers go too far on the spectrum of making a knife that people want to use, and some of them are like a little funky looking, some of them are a little rough looking, and some of them are a little too homemade looking, okay? What I've noticed with Alan's knives is he kind of cracked the code on fit and finish and execution, because what happens is I don't see these on the secondary ever, because people keep them. And the reason they keep them is because the fit and finish and the hardware and just the overall execution is that of a production company with production fit and finish and specs and all that, but you're getting the custom heat treat and steel choices and colors and all of the stuff. He's a custom maker in his like garage thing. So what I've noticed is some custom knives, like really come and go in the community in terms of the secondary market, and it's because people just don't like the feel of them, they don't like the look, whatever. These look like they're production knives, but they aren't. They're custom and with custom heat treat. So if you look at this kind of looks like a reef. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not the literal design. I'm talking about like the handle and the fit and finish and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of looks like a reef knife, or you know, not to bring Survive into it, but Survive had like nice hardware and nice ergonomics and nice fit and finish and everything. So these knives look like they were made in a production setting by like a robot, but they're made by a dang human. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how beautiful the scales are on this one and the fit and finish and everything. It just, I think that's why people don't get rid of them, is because they have the aesthetic that screams, use me like you use a mom, but they actually work, and then they have nice fit and finish and nice colors and all of the things. So it's like the perfect combination of everything that we're looking for in a knife. Not too pretty where you don't want to use it, but not too rough around the edges and unfinished and ugly where you just end up selling it. It's a perfect middle point. The other thing I need to talk about that is a huge plus with this maker is his price point. Guys, I believe that his Blackwater, which is like a small version of this that is way slimmer, skinnier blade, all that good stuff, I think it's like $170, I'm pretty sure. You can get the Edisto from, I think like $230 to $250, something like that. His Hunter's EDCs, I think sometimes also come in under $300. The pricing kind of fluctuates because he'll do like discount codes sometimes for holidays or sales, or like if he needs to move a remaining lot to come bring in the new ones, he'll like mark down some prices to get those ones gone, to bring in the new inventory type thing, it seems like. The whole point is the prices are phenomenal. Phenomenal. You can get these custom knives for less than you're paying for a production knife. Okay? Extremely impressive. His crewware, from my use, is nutty. Really impressive. The ADC RV2, I've had hiccups with this one, fabulous results with this one. I haven't used these other two because they just got here with the Blackwater, which was kind of the resolution, part of the resolution of the issue we had. I'm not getting into it, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm just saying I haven't been able to use these because they nearly just got here. The ADC RV2, I don't know. And that's, you know, this one's great. The other one, not so much. But a lot of makers seem to have a wonky time with ADC RV2 for some reason. And I don't know why, but maybe it can be hit or miss. I don't know. I've been told from other people in the community, decarb can be an issue, error in the foil, who knows. My whole point is, this one did great. The other one, not so much. Not sure about this one yet, but I think he's using more ABL, crewware, and Z-ware nowadays than ADC RV2. I believe the idea was maybe to move away from that a little bit and really emphasize those three steels that I just mentioned. My Blackwater is an ABL from him. So, the point of this video is to show that these knives are absolutely phenomenal. And the other point is, every maker right now, nearly every maker is struggling, whether it is mental health issues, whether it is financially, whether it is timing. Time is really tricky for a lot of people right now. Delivering things on time, doing work in a time frame that was allotted. It is for everyone right now a severe issue. I have spent the last week really wanting to be old Erica. And something in my brain just refused to let me go back to how I used to be. So instead of making myself feel better in the moment, venting about it publicly, and then feeling like shit about it after, I'm going to do something different this time, which is maybe try to make a positive impact, maybe do something positive. I don't care about the repercussions. If this maker decides to go unhinged and get mad all over again, at least on my end, I can say it's not coming from my side. Everyone's struggling right now, and we're not going to get anywhere as a community unless we change something, and I cannot come on here and bash. So I want you guys to place an order with Alan from Primitive Bear Knives. It would make me extremely happy. Please check out his website. Like I said, if he doesn't have something that you're interested in right now, please place an order when he does a drop. They're always unique. No two knives look alike. That's what I'm asking of you. Let's help him. If he has children, he has a family, he has a property. The last thing that I want to do is make myself feel momentarily better and then crush someone when other people are impacted by that. And I've done it before in the past, and it didn't even cross my mind when I did it. Didn't even cross my mind how it can affect other people. So I'm not saying anything other than positivity in this, and I genuinely need you guys to go look at his work because it's great. And I think his knives are extremely unique. I don't quite see other things like this on the market. They work well. They're definitely, I think, geared more toward the bushcraft community, the outdoorsmen, people that really actually use their knives. I really think that is the targeted demographic for these knives. They work really well, and they're at a fantastic price point. Fit and finish is stunning. The handwork is incredible on these. Those are just marks from the ferro rod, guys. Just a heads up. This one's been really used. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of videos on this one. Fit and finish is beautiful. Okay. Very cool materials used. Look at that. So let's build each other up, you know? Like I said, if that section of the community thinks this is hilarious and talks even more poorly, I guess that's only a reflection of them, because I have nothing bad to say and I want to try to build people up. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone comes unhinged at times when they already are at a heightened emotional state, and then they feel maybe threatened, or competition can bring that. Anything can bring up poor behavior. So let's try to help each other as opposed to tear each other down. Look at that. Just look at that. Nice and tight on the fit and finish. No gaps. Feels absolutely incredible in hand, both models. I kind of feel like the Edisto has a little more curve to it, whereas the Hunter's EDC is a little more of like a straight handle. Both incredible. Really, really comfy. So that's my video to you guys. Please go help him. Please go support him. Let's help makers get out of the rut that they're in. Let's come together as a team and do good things for people. Guys, with that being said, go use your shit. Learn how to sharpen your knives. I'll see you on the next video, fam. I love you so much. Take